exclusive home for postseason baseball. It's Game 2 of the ALDS between the Minnesota Twins and the Houston Astros. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian welcoming you to our exclusive postseason coverage on MLB Network. I'm joined by Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. And Danny, an important ball game coming up here in Game 2.
Yeah, this is just a 5-game series, so getting that first win under you.
Getting close to first pitch here. Let's listen in to public address announcer Alex Miniak.
And now, your 2019 Houston Astros.
And briefly here, a glance at the two starters who'll get the ball here in this one. Strike swinging, chased a high one there. Game time temperature tonight, a comfortable 66 degrees at first pitch. Hit weakly back to the mound. And there's one away.
Batting second, the second baseman.
So the bases are empty with one man gone. And that'll bring up Jonathan Scope to hit next. Strike two as the fastball is let go.
You can clearly see that the hitter didn't like that strike call, and his manager, he didn't like it either, as he's given the umpire an earful from that dugout.
Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. Lifted down the line in left. And now this will get over the wall down the line out there for a ground rule double. So a runner aboard at second here with one away. And that'll bring in Jorge Polanco to hit next. Working for the punch out and the offering. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2.
One of the big advantages to pitching ahead in the count if you're a pitcher, because you have to cover both pitches if you're a hitter. You have to cover the off-speed and the fastball. And in the 1-2 count, you might be sitting off-speed. And what happens? He gets the fastball, and he can't catch up to the express.
Into the box now, Nelson Cruz. Here's a shot to left field and deep. It's up and out of here into the archways. A 2-run dinger off the bat of Nelson Cruz. His first homer here in the series as the Twins have taken a 2-0 lead.
I can tell you one thing. You might get away with throwing a ball in that location in the minor leagues, but when you get one up like that in the zone right over the plate against these guys, you're going to get exactly what he got. A really bad result.
Standing in now, Eddie Rosario. And it's 1-2. And set up working the plate is Matthew Ross, as you see the rest of the umpiring crew there.
Hey, D-Row, this is a pitcher's best friend. Matthew Ross, very wide strike zone.
Yeah, no excuses from the offense today. You know coming in when you see the lineup card and Matt Ross is behind the dish, you better be aggressive.
Not surprisingly here, this is on the ground to the right side. On to the first baseman, Gurriel, and that will end the inning. A 2-run score for the Twins, both coming on this 2-run home run. Home half of the first coming up from Minute Maid Park. It's now 2-0 Minnesota. Time now for a quick look at the hometown Astros starting lineup. Danny, any thoughts?
Well, I'm watching the guy they call Dr. Smooth, Michael Brantley. You can bet the opposition spent a decent amount of time crafting a game plan to stop this guy, because as he goes, so goes the team. You stop him, you've got a chance to win. You don't, you're probably going to lose.
Here's the 2-1 home. A little too tall that time. 3-1 now. Previous meetings with Jake Odorizzi, comes in with 6 hits in 25 tries. He's taken him deep once. And the good fastball there finds the zone as the count goes full now. 3-2.
Wow, there's a pitch right there that this guy would like to have back. Very rarely do you see a pitcher of this quality throw one right down the middle, and boy, he took that one. He'd like to have that one back and be able to take a good hack at that pitch.
Line drive to center field. Buxton has to roam straight back, but he has it for the first out.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
The 1-2. A swing and a shot hit down the corner, but it bends just foul into the second deck. Base hit to left field.
You think there's any justice in the game? Watch those 2 at bats. Both of them hit on the absolute screws. One's right at one guy, and then one's a single. Go figure.
Odorizzi comes set. 2-1 on its way. Can't find the zone there, and it's 3-1.
This is where you cash your checks right here. 3-1. You're one of the best hitters in the game. You live for situations like this.
He's set. Here's the 3-1. And a full count now. 3-2.
We got 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Now the 3-2 pitch. And it goes the other way as this is hit high and deep out to straightaway left. Not quite out of here. It's off the out-of-town scoreboard. And he's safe. Absolutely scorched that base hit. Worthy of some show track love. And as you see it, it came off the bat at 110 miles an hour. That's definitely squaring a ball up. Altuve at third. Tomlinson is over at second with 1 down in the inning. Hit the other way out toward right field. Kepler's there for it. He gets there to make the catch, but this should bring home a run as the runner tags from third. And they are on the board as the run scores from third to cut the lead to 2-1 now.
The designated hitter.
Striding in for Houston, number 44. And Houston looking for more here in just the opening frame of the game. Popped him up. Garver moving to his left. And he brings it in on the warning track. Astros plate 1 on a couple of hits. On to the second inning now from Minute Maid Park. It's the Twins 2 and the Astros 1. Max Kepler the next to grab a bat. He'll get us started in the top of the second. The 1-2. Fouled away. Again, a 1-2. Really pulled that one across as the slider misses well inside.
The classic back foot slider right there with 2 strikes. Usually gets a ton of swing and misses. Nice layoff right there. Fight for another pitch.
Again, he sends it out of play.
Hey, I'm biased to the hitter right now. Keep frustrating that pitcher. Foul 12 of these things off. He's going to miss over the heart of the plate at some point.
Full count to Max Kepler. 3 balls and 2 strikes.
He's definitely going to want to get greedy in his zone, and he's obviously seeing the ball well, or he would have swung at that pitch. Sometimes in these long, epic at-bats, you start to get into swing mode.
This is line to left. Coming on is Brantley, but he won't get there. It's a base hit.
Boy, Dero, the game of baseball has changed. There's so much velocity in the game. That was a 96-mile-an-hour fastball that he smoked the other way.
Yeah, you have to keep your front shoulder tucked right there. You have to honor. When a guy's throwing that hard, 96 miles an hour, you have to honor that fastball and try and work it the other way to keep you on the off speed.
In now, Mitch Garver. 1-2 to the Twins catcher. Nobody out, runner on first. Down the first baseline. A dive, and oh, he can't hang on. And this will work as a sacrifice as they get the out at first, but the runner moves into scoring position at second base.
Here's one that you don't see too often, right? Safe at second base, but out at first. Great hustle there from the runner going into second. Really showed off his speed.
Stepping in now, C.J. Cron, and he fouls this one off. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. And so with 2 away now, let's give you another look at our playoff bracket as you see what could lie ahead for the winner in this series. Here's Miguel Sano, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Called strike that time, and it's even at 2-2. The set and the 2-2. High fly ball out to straightaway center. And he'll pull this one down a step or 2 in front of the warning track, and the inning. And that'll bring up the former first-rounder Alex Bregman. Previous meetings with Jake Odorizzi, he's a .333 hitter. He also has 1 home run. Boy, and that's about as bad as you can fool the guy. It's 1-2.
Hey, that's a really good pitch right there, and that's one of those off-balance swings. As a pitcher, you want to look in and say, howdy, if you're waving at me. A real ugly swing, and it gives you a lot of confidence when you make a guy look that bad. So hopefully he has another pitch left in his repertoire to bury this guy and get him out of there.
He throws him on the fastball there. Alex Bregman becomes the first out here in the bottom of the second. 1-2 as he chases the slider. Bases are empty, one man out. And rarely do you see a player of this caliber fooled that badly, but he was tied up in knots that time. 2 away now.
I think he had his mind made up. He was swinging the bat and trying to protect before the ball even left the pitcher's hand. That pitch wasn't even close. He would have needed a flagpole to hit that one.
Into the box now, Yuli Gurriel. High in the air out to center field. Buxton is underneath this one, and he will put it away to retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Astros. They still trail it here 2-1. Matt Vasgersian, Mark DeRosa, and Dan Plesac back with you as Byron Buxton readies to lead off the inning. Here comes the 3-1 pitch. And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin inning number 3. The next twin up, Jonathan Scope. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. This is hit high and deep out to left. Gone as it's into the Crawford boxes. Into the box, Jorge Polanco. Line to the right side. Reddick is there, 1 away.
Now batter.
Ready to take his hacks again. Nelson Cruz, as he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up. Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2. Popped him up. Gurriel has room in foul territory, and he makes the catch for the second out.
The left fielder, number 20, Eddie Rosario.
At the plate, Eddie Rosario. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Count is 1-2 now. Two out, nobody on. The 1-2. And this is fouled at the plate. Checked his swing there, and did he go? No, he did not, says the third base umpire. Ball 2. Fastball didn't miss by much, and it's a full count now, 3-2.
I got to commend him for being a really tough out.
Oh, hang on now. This ball is deep down the line and right. It looks to have the distance, and it's fair, a home run. Now here comes the Houston manager out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And it appears that we've seen the last here in this one of Garrett Cole.
Presley.
So as he leaves, I would imagine these fans would not be much pleased with his performance here this evening, as he certainly was not sharp. The 1-2. Swing, and this is also hit well out to deep center. Springer retreats to the track, and he'll put this one away. So a sigh of relief as the side is retired. So 2 home runs in the inning lead to 3 runs on the scoreboard. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Twins 5 and the Astros 1. Stepping in is Josh Reddick. Previous meetings with Jake Odorizzi, just a 2 for 14 line, so advantage pitcher here. He's taken him deep once. A swing and a miss on a ball way out of the zone, and there's 1 away.
Up next to the Astros.
Here's Michael Brantley.
The
0 for 1 here in the early going.
Michael Brantley.
Pulled high in the air out to right field. Kepler's there for it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Now batting, the second baseman, Jose Altuve.
Next up for the Astros, Jose Altuve. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Now Altuve connects. Deep left field. Rosario has to retreat to the track, but he has it to retire the side. So they breeze through this half of the inning. We'll move ahead to the 4th inning now in game 2. It's the Twins 5 and the Astros 1. Start of the 4th upcoming, but first Heidi Watney is standing by with a report.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Twins to discuss his thoughts on Minnesota's lineup so far. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. He said their ability to get on the attack and chase the opposing starter from the game prior to the 4th inning obviously sets them up nicely for the rest of the game. Now, he just hopes they can keep that same focus at the plate in the middle and late frames, Matt.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Now at the plate, Mitch Garver. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Count still at 1-2. That misses, and we're even at 2-2.
Well, that's what you want from your curveball on 1 and 2. You start it in the zone and let it break out of the zone where it can't be punished. Didn't get him to go after it, but the execution was nice.
And he got him. And there are the final numbers for the Astros starting pitcher. Clearly not the postseason outing he had envisioned.
Yeah, nothing seemed in sync for him out there in this one, Matt. He just couldn't get the ball where he wanted to, and the opponents really took advantage of that. That's a brutal feeling sitting in the dugout. Know that you disappointed your team and you went out there and laid an egg.
The 1-2 is a breaking ball that's taken for a ball. Swing and a liner, but the shortstop won't have far to go to haul this one in, and there are 2 away.
Up next for the Twins, the third baseman, Miguel Sano.
Up next for Minnesota, Miguel Sano comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Called strike, and he's behind 1-2. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Twins are set down 1-2-3. They're up 5-1. Leading off the inning, Sam Tomlinson, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
Now batting, the center fielder, George Springer.
So here's the Astros cleanup hitter, George Springer. He hit a sac fly earlier. Loud contact there, but it's well foul.
He's been doing a nice job out there on the mound, but the deeper you get into the game, the more the hitters have seen you. This is the part of the lineup that he has to be really careful with.
And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Now
yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting
44.
ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
Standing in now, number 44. This now is hit to second. Does he have another 1-2-3 inning? You bet he does. 11 in a row set down, and the inning is over. Astros go down 1-2-3. They're down 5-1. Here's Byron Buxton now. And to start out the inning, it looks like they've decided to stick with the same reliever out there, Dan.
They have, Matt. I think the way he pitched the last inning kind of inspired that. But it's not uncommon for relief pitchers to have troubles after they sit and watch their guys swing the bat a bit. We'll see if he stays as sharp as he was before.
1-2 now.
Ball.
Tries to get him to chase the curveball away, but it breaks outside. 2-2 now.
He's got him on the ropes at 2-2, but I don't think he'll try to get him out with another curveball. He's seen it already a couple of times, so it's not going to surprise him anymore. There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dad. Sent it back right where it came from.
In now, Jonathan Scope. And there's ball 2 now. There goes Buxton. Pitch swung on and missed. The throw is going to be far too late. That's a stolen base. Buxton stands at second with no outs. Popped him up. Bregman stay with it as he backs up and puts it away. 1 gone. Man at second with 1 down, and that will bring in Jorge Polanco to hit next. A bullet to first base, but the runner is back to avoid the double play. Here's Nelson Cruz now. He's 1 for 2 in this one. In for strike 2.
He might want that pitch back up and away. That's a pitch you can really drive if you have the right approach towards that opposite field gap.
Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. 1 left for Minnesota. They lead this one, though, 5-1. And we're back in Houston. Welcome back to Minute Maid Park as we check in with Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Astros manager A.J. Hinch between innings specifically about his club's offense to this point. And one thing he mentioned to me was the lack of discipline he's seeing out of their at-bats right now. He said their pitch selection has been the main reason for their struggles today, as far too often they've been swinging at pitches outside the strike zone. That's leading to a lot of soft contact and easy outs. So the focus going forward is on shrinking the zone and forcing the opposing pitching to throw more strikes.
Thank you, Heidi. Swung on and missed, and it's even at 2-2.
He came out of his shoes on that one, boys. I know he swung and missed it. We felt the breeze from up here, but if he gets that pitch again and catches it a grain low, we got action.
And it's fouled away. Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out. So one away here with the bases empty, and that'll bring up the catcher, Robinson Chirinos. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And foul, though it had the home run distance. Got him on a good slider there. Swung on and missed as he's down on strikes for the second time tonight. Another strikeout for him on the mound. And boy, is it fun to watch him go about his business.
No doubt, Matty. He's one of my favorites, mostly because of his stuff. You know, he can absolutely dominate on any given day because of what he offers up there. It's just nasty. There aren't many hitters that like to see this guy on the mound.
Gurriel behind a ball and 2 strikes. It's a 5-1 game here in inning number 5. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Astros. They're down here 5-1. Striding in, Eddie Rosario. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far.
Going back to that last AB, that was the express. That was an upper 90s fastball that he turned around. So I think with this guy, you might want to try to incorporate some more off-speed pitches.
Got him.
It looked like this at bat had the makings of a leadoff walk when it started 3-0. So that's a good job not to give in and battle back to earn the strikeout. That's not always easy to do.
Stepping in now, Max Kepler fouled off. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Here now the 2-2. This is line to left. And that'll get by and on through towards the wall. The throw into second. But he'll be in there with a double.
You've got to applaud the effort there from the left fielder. It just didn't work out as the ball.
The catcher, Nick Garver. Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Astros, number 41.
Taylor Rogers comes out of the bullpen to shut things down here in the 9th. Stepping into the box, Sam Tomlinson. He's the one to start things off with his guys in danger of seeing this series leveled at a game apiece, barring a 9th inning rally. So the breaking ball locked him up there. Sam Tomlinson is sent packing for the first out in the bottom of the 9th. Here's George Springer. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Here's a breaking ball, but it doesn't quite find the strike zone.
You know, he's one of their guys they rely on to get their offense going. They need a rally, so we'll see if he can spark one here.
Lined hard toward right center. Into the slide, and he comes up with a great catch for the second out.
Now batting, number 44.
Now the Astros designated hitter, number 44, and he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the ninth. Last strike now for Houston. And he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. Adios, pelota. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. His first homer so far in the series, and it's a 5-3 game now. Well, we've now seen 4 homers combined between these two clubs today. What are your thoughts, guys?
MLBThe, this is kind of a mini home run derby deal. A ball flying out of the ballpark today.
Just great approaches by both lineups today. We were around the cage during batting practice. Both were super confident, and it's coming to fruition today.
And that is going to wrap things up as the catch is made, and the Twins have gotten the all-important road victory here in Game 2. They even up the series before heading home as this one is over. Before we take our leave, time for a look at our final line score here in what turned out to be a close 2